My channel. This is the Sun Woman, and this reading is for Scorpio Collective. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising. If you have a predominance of Scorpio planets in your chart, this reading is for you as well. Say you have a stellium, 3 planets or more in Scorpio, then this reading would also be for you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Welcome back to those who have been part of the Sun Woman community, and welcome to those who are new to my channel. If you would like a private reading, you can take a look at the link in the description box below. I have a new Etsy shop, so please feel free to check that out. And this reading is a part of my new series called the Sun Ascension Series, which is to help you along your ascension journey, right? Your spiritual journey, your life journey, kind of try to give you some clarity, messages, understanding where I can of what the blockages are that are affecting you now, whether they be internal or external, and to help you overcome those so that you can move along to the next step on your path to where you want to be, where you want to go, where you're meant to go in this lifetime. Okay, so these messages are for Scorpio. I'll do a reading, and then after I do that spread, I'm going to ask you to hold a question in your mind, and that's why I call this, response to an unspoken question. And I'll pull 3 cards in response to your question. All right, and hopefully that will be helpful to you. So let's go ahead for Scorpio Collective and see what messages we have here for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. All right, and I pre-shuffle all of my decks. I just like to do a little bit more on camera. I know that some of you prefer that, and it also is a bit of a meditative process too, I think. All right, Scorpio. Here we go. We have the 9 of Swords in the past. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups. Interesting. We have the Page of Cups, crowning. The Moon at the center of the reading. We have the 3 of Cups at the base of the reading. We have the Death card in the future along with the King of Wands. And the outcome, we have the 7 of Swords. I'm going to pull one more card on the 7 of Swords, and that's going to be the 9 of Wands. Okay? And at the base of the deck, oh wow, Scorpio, we have the 10 of Swords. Let's see. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm going to pull an oracle card. And let's get some messages out of this. So it looks like something is happening for you, or something has recently happened that's got you caught up in your mind, in your thoughts, anxiety, perhaps stress. Give me an oracle card for Scorpio. Give me an oracle card for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? All right, diligence is the oracle card. Okay, so diligence telling us to keep at something. Keep at it. I want to see what's under the... Oh, okay, so we have the King of Cups underneath the 10 of Swords. And you know what? I'm going to pull this one more card and keep it as it is, just because it has our sunflower here. Sunflower at the base of the deck, matching the sunflowers that are in the vase right now. All right, so what it looks like is that regardless of what's going on around here for you, Scorpio, there's going to be a happy ending. Okay, there's going to be a positive outcome for you. And so, I wanted to kind of dig a little deeper to see where we're going here with this. What I feel that this possibly is the end of a cycle of emotional stress the end of a cycle of strain, the end of a cycle of anxiety. We have that in the distant past, the Nine of Swords. And so, with it at the base of the deck, I feel like whatever it is you have been going through, now the outcome is that it is ending. Okay, the stress, the strain, the anxiety is ending for you. Okay, just stay diligent at what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're focused on. There's something that is going to free you, like this beautiful bird, where you're going to be able to rise above the clouds, rise above the earthly plane right now, that you may be stuck to, that you may be too connected to. Something is going to elevate you. There is an elevation here. There is a liberation of some sort. So, but the cards are asking, the energy is asking you to stay diligent and keep an eye out, is what the message is here. Interesting. So, what has been the root of what you have been going through? Well, it could have been an emotional connection, or it could have recently been an emotional connection. Now, this doesn't necessarily, the Two of Cups here, so it could be a relationship, but it could also be, a connection to someone else. Could be a relative, could be could be someone that you have a heart connection with. Could be a marital partner, lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is that you have been connected to, and they're being, for some reason, it's interesting because I feel like it's not only you, but it's also this other person or this other energy who are in this energy. Um, Someone is feeling trapped. Someone has felt that they need to release themselves from this energy and come into a state of loving themselves, right? Not just giving it all up for someone else, but recognizing that whatever has caused this Nine of Swords energy, it's time to release that and heal from that. But having been caught up in that, I feel like you're coming into this process now, right? You're still in the process of releasing yourself. Well, what's coming up for you? Something that's going to affect you very deeply, affect you emotionally. I feel that there are things that you're not able to see. There is a veil right now. There are illusions, perhaps, that you have been dealing with, but there is something coming, right? So that may be a new connection. Page of Cups can be a relationship. It can be an invitation. It could be a child. It could be the birth of something new, right? A spark of emotional joy, whatever that might be. The Three of Cups at the base of the reading is celebration as well. Again, talking about happiness, joy, reconnecting. This could be friends, loved ones. There could be a new inspiration for you. And the moon here, I feel more than anything, surrounded by these cards, is the depths of emotion. Okay, deep emotional connections. Some of you may be receiving a great deal of support from a friend group. Um, you know, Peers, people around you, people that you've been connected to who are supportive of you and want to help take you out of this energy, right? Want to help with your healing process. So regardless of what this is you've been through, there is supportive healing energy here. All right. Now, the Death card is in the future. So, with the Death card, we often have a permanent change. For me, I read the Death card as transformation, as endings. Some of you may be experiencing the ending or the transformation, like a complete change with someone in your life. The King of Wands is here, and that energy can be fire sign energy, which is Aries, Sagittarius, or wow, Leo, right? Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So where there is an ending, there is the possibility for beginning. There is I like that on this death card there is something growing out of the ground, right? So regardless of this transformation, looks like it could be a fire, a forest fire. There is the rebirth of something that is pushing through the earth. So there's new hope. There's new life. Some of you could be meeting a new person who is going to spark that passion, spark that energy in you, spark the potential of love, the potential of a new connection. So regardless, as I said, of this energy that you've been through, I do see that there's healing and that there is emotional rebirth around you. There are connections. There is supportive energy. Now, in the near future, we had the Death card and the King of Wands. The Seven of Swords is coming up in the outcome of the reading, and I did put the Nine of Wands there as a clarifier. It's important for you, I feel, with this Seven of Swords. A lot of people interpret the Seven of Swords as there being, maybe someone sneaky or deceitful, that kind of energy. But what I'm getting here in this reading is a reading of patterns. So I feel as though it's going to be important for you not to repeat patterns, right? That are going to steal your joy. Because apparently there is something coming up, right? There is the end of a cycle of heartache. There could be, again, a connection, a new connection coming up. This King of Cups here could be the same person as the King of Wands. So there is the promise of something new, or a new energy, a new person coming into your life. But you have to be careful that you're not allowing yourself to repeat old patterns represented by the the Seven of Swords. So I feel as though in some way you've been victorious, you have successfully overcome maybe a betrayal, maybe a heartache, maybe a deceitful person. You have successfully taken back your energies, taken back your life, maybe. But there is going to be temptation for you to look back on whatever that was, right? Look back. And with that, to those two swords there, it could be a relationship. You looking back at a relationship which brought you nothing but swords energy. Okay? So the Nine of Wands is saying protect yourself. Build up your boundaries. Establish your boundaries. You have been wounded, and now it is time for a healing to happen. You see this man who is bandaged. Okay, he's bandaged, he's bruised, he's been through some stuff, but he has had the strength and the foresight to build protection, to build a canopy, I want to say, a fence of protection around him, so that he can continue his healing process, so that he can continue to be protected from the elements, so to speak. Okay. That is where I feel that energy of diligence is coming in, because it's asking you to be diligent about maybe the people that are around you. Be diligent about the energy that you are receiving. Be diligent about being careful about who you surround yourself with, what their intentions are. Protect yourself. Diligently focus on what it is you want to do. Is it time for you to heal? Is it time for you to just focus on yourself? yourself. This is a lesson, a time of lessons. Maybe you had to learn this lesson so that you can take that next step along your ascension journey. Maybe your journey has been based on overcoming connections to toxic relationships, overcoming toxic relationships, or connecting with people or energies that are not aligned with your higher self. Okay, so be diligent about that to stay above the fray, to stay above the clouds. Okay. And again, the Ten of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Sun card, the ending of a cycle of maybe pain, heartache, the ending of a cycle of loss, perhaps, and the possibility of a nurturing emotional energy, a mature, nurturing emotional energy coming in that can, that can support you with this Sun energy here. Okay, of healing, happiness, joy, good health, prosperity, renewal. Okay. All right. And again, I'm just going to tell you that the next card under the deck is the Ace of Swords. So that is a victory card. All right. So let's see. I'm going to pull one more oracle card for you, Scorpio. And let's see what the last oracle message is here. All right, what is the oracle message here for Scorpio? All right, so this says stretch. Stretch. May you extend your reach. May you extend your reach, right? So again, similar energy. Extend your reach. Rise above. Be in a position. Be ready to fly. Be ready to extend yourself, your surroundings, perhaps your thoughts, your goals. Don't allow yourself to be stuck, to be small. Extend yourself. Extend your reach perhaps to someone else who is coming in with healing energy to you. Don't be afraid to do that. This could be a stretch opportunity for you, right? An ability for you to take a giant leap on your spiritual ascension journey, which could have only been accomplished through whatever painful experience that you had, but you survived it. And not only did you survive it, you were successful. And now you've built up those boundaries, and it's now time for you to stretch into another dimension, another world, another aspect of life. Maybe this stretch could be traveling, right? Stretch your horizons, right? That's a saying, stretch out, move from where you are, actually physically move, physically, make plans to travel, go outside of the familiar or what your comfort zone has been. There's an opportunity for you to stretch, and you're being called to do that. Okay, Scorpio. So now I'm going to ask you to hold in your mind a question, and I'm going to do a 3-card reading in response to the question that you're holding in your mind. Okay. I'll give you about 30 seconds to meditate on that, and you can actually stop the video if you like. This is going to be for Scorpio in response to an unspoken question. Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio? All right, Scorpio. Message to your question. Okay. So, look at that. The sun. Again, okay? I'm just going to pull this sun. I mean, how much can we reinforce that? That regardless of this energy that you've been experiencing, there is the opportunity for healing power coming in, okay, for recovery. Um, Let me get two more cards, see what the other message. The Magician. So two major arcana here. It's within your own hands, your own power. Look at, what is she doing? She looks like she's stretching to me. She's stretching upward. She's stretching up toward the heavens. She's stretching up to receive downloads, to receive that energy into her body, right? That grounding energy from the universe. So the sun, power, vitality, good health, happiness, joy, prosperity, abundance. The Magician, personal power. We know that the Magician has the power of all of the tools at her bidding, right? The pentacle, which is to help, create prosperity and abundance. The cup, emotional connection, creativity. The sword, truth, intellectual power. And the wand is energy, passion. So the Magician has all of those tools to manifest the life that she wants. The last card, we have the Two of Swords. What are you waiting for, Scorpio? Okay, what are you worried about? What are you waiting for? What are you trying to make a decision about? What are you procrastinating about? What are you stopping yourself from making a choice about? All right. What are you refusing to remove your blindfold and see? So here is your door. The door is available there for you to walk through it. But for some reason you're hesitating. For some reason you are procrastinating. It's time to let that energy go. Okay, it's time to make that decision, because really what you're worried about now, interesting, because this same energy here looks like mental, it looks like anxiety, stress. It very well could have been depression, right? Some of you could have been dealing with a situation that has caused depression or been in a depressive state. If that is the case, then there is healing available. There's help available. You may need to seek out a professional. You may need to seek a counselor or a therapist or a psychologist, psychiatrist who can help you out of that. But there is someone available to help you. But you have to be ready. You have to make that decision. No one can do that for you. It's up to you. So again, you have the power. You have the vitality, the energy. You have the gifts, the skill. It is only for you to make a choice, not let yourself remain bound by inactivity. It's time to stretch. It's time to be diligent so that you can close this cycle of obstacles or challenges, pain, heartache, betrayal, and move on your journey to become the person that you are supposed to be, Scorpio. Okay? So, time to release yourself, and I hope that this has been helpful in clarifying or answering your question. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Please, you can take a look at the description box below, and you will find my link to my Etsy shop. I have a great PDF there that is called The 10 Principles to Master for Prosperity and Abundance, that will help you further release blockages and give you excuse me, affirmations that you can focus on, that you can use every day in order to train your mind toward what it is that you want and who it is that you want to be. Letting go of that negative talk, those negative thoughts, and training your mind to seek positivity and to seek growth. Okay, and if you would like a personal reading, I'd be happy to do that for you. All the information is there in the link. Thank you again, Scorpio. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you again, I bid you love, peace, and joy. Namaste.